We humans are inherently social, and when you think about it, we're not special in this way, as it's hard to think of any animal that doesn't exhibit a set of social behaviors. This can be the case even in species with a primitive brain, such as ants. However, human social behavior is obviously more complex, but no less important for our health and survival. Prior to the age of technology and social media, humans used to interact face to face with one another. People would go out to have a cup of coffee while chatting about their daily lives, or enjoy social activities such as sports, a long walk on the beach, or even have a picnic after a long day at work. Fast forward just 10 years to today, the age of the metaverse, selfies, likes, and comments, where social media has strongly influenced the people and the whole world. We're totally dependent on technology and social media that none of us can even imagine living without it. There's no doubt that social media offers easier access to updates and information. However, there's a drastic decrease when it comes to face-to-face interactions. And given the importance of social interactions for humans, it's not surprising that most psychiatric disorders involve some disruption of normal social interactions, where some of the side effects are lack of social emotional connection, depression, addiction, and isolation, just to name a few. So nowadays, it's very common to see people on the same table, scrolling through their accounts for hours rather than talking to one another. Where social media makes us unsocial, and society has to revive natural interactions, and the solution for this is to disconnect to connect. You might think that these words are coming out from an elderly person. However, I'm 21 years old. My name is Amar, and welcome to The Hub. I have to post this. Okay. So my name is Amar Mutasir. I'm currently studying at a British university in Egypt. I'm majoring in software engineering, and currently I'm working for Amazon as an IT DevOps engineer. In today's presentation, I'm going to be talking about what's the project about, what is the hub, and then we're going to be talking about features and technologies used. After that, we're going to have a quick walkthrough into the app itself. We humans have fundamental needs to belong and to relate, for which communication is key. However, in the past decades, especially with the rapid increase of social media platforms, the ways of communication have drastically changed, and the significant focus on online interactions by both platforms and users results in various negative side effects on users and society in general, where existing social media platforms were found to decrease face-to-face communication skills, introduce lack of emotional connection, and social isolation. Another study reports that 72.2% of EU citizens have internet addiction, and more than 47% experience loss of social contacts. However, there are other factors that impact this issue, such as the pandemic, where 56% of young reported symptoms of anxiety or depression due to lack of connection. However, prior to the pandemic, it was just 11%. So what does the hub mean? According to Oxford Dictionary, a hub is an effective center of an activity or network. Therefore, the hub strives to be an effective center of user interaction, rather than the medium of interaction itself. So we don't want users to interact on the hub, we want them to interact through the hub. And right now, I'll be leaving you with a quick video. Our vision at the Hub is to remain user-centric, while offering our users with innovative ideas that are easy to use through our modern and fast design. And all of this in order to maintain a unique user experience. So the Hub has two main core features. The first one is meeting up with new friends, where the Hub lets users match with new friends and meet up in real life. And this is only possible due to its sophisticated machine learning model, which recommends other users based on interests, age, and location. However, you could meet up with existing friends, where the hub allows you to add your existing friends, see their locations, and plan real-life hangouts with them. And in order to make this process even more interesting and exciting for users, the process of gamification was introduced, where each and every time users meet up in real life, they gain points. And then those points can be further redeemed into free goods or discounts with our future partners. Various tools and technologies were used in order to turn the hub into a reality, where for instance I made use of the Flutter framework and a programming language called Dart to write over 7,000 lines of code. And in order to store user files and data, I made use of Firestore database and Fire Storage. In order to organize, manage, and moderate chats, I made use of the Stream Chat SDK. For me to use the Maps API, Geocoding API, and Places API developed by Google, I had to integrate Google Maps SDK. I have 2 separate Python servers deployed on a cloud platform called Heroku. One of those servers is specialized in machine learning, and it serves all the recommendations to the users, while the other server authenticates users by generating JWT tokens, or JSON Web Tokens, that encrypt data for a chat feature. And last but not the least, in order to allow users to sign in using social media or the Hub account, I integrated FireAuth, Google, and Facebook APIs. And now for further technical features. The Hub uses Firebase technology for its backend infrastructure. I made use of the Model View Controller pattern, GetX state management and routing, and for caching and storing user states, I made use of Share Preferences package. In order to achieve a minimum app size of 30 megabytes, I made use of Google's own R8 shrinking code algorithm. And now for the machine learning part and the challenges that I faced, such as latency and compatibility. I deployed the machine learning model on a separate Python server. I also had to optimize the algorithms and tune them in order to ensure low latency and a swift response. The app would communicate with the server using basic HTTPS requests, thus eliminating any sort of compatibility issues. The model currently achieves an accuracy around 95%, and it's even gonna get higher once the app is launched through user interactions. And now, let's talk about the AI algorithm used. I made use of Random Forest, which is a popular supervised machine learning algorithm used for solving classification problems. It utilizes a technique called ensemble learning, which combines many classifiers to provide solutions for complex problems. As you can see in this figure, the original training dataset goes through a process called bagging, which splits it into smaller datasets. And for each small dataset, a decision tree is being formed. Each and every one of these decision trees comes out with an output, and all of these outputs get aggregated or combined into the final classifier, where a majority wins. And now let's take a deeper dive into the app itself. These are the onboarding screens, which are used to introduce users to the app only the first time they open it right after installation. These are the sign-in and sign-up screens, which allow users to use the application. However, as you can see in this picture, the sign-up flow is being divided into 3 main parts. The first part is where users enter their basic information, such as email address and password. The second part is where users provide me with general information about themselves. And the last part is where users pick their interests, which are later used in the AI model to generate recommendations. This is the profile screen, which allows users to see their details, edit their information, and check their QR code for easier adding. The home screen is where users can see their friends on the map, access their rewards, and other parts of the application. And this is an example of a user-generated QR code. As you can see in this picture, this is the friend management system, which handles all sorts of requests, incoming, pending, and so on. And on the right side of the screen, you can see the QR scanner, which allows users to add each other's easily. This picture shows how you can create a Hangout, or a link as we call it. You provide the link name, date, time, and location. Then you select the people you want to send the invites to. After that, your link is ready. On the left, you can see the My Link screen, which shows all links or Hangouts that you're a part of. On the right, you can see an example of one of those links. You can see the details, members, the QR code for this Hangout, which allows you to get the rewards, and a simple group chat, which allows users to organize themselves before the Hangout. On the far left, you can see the reward screen, which allows users to redeem their points for discounts or goods from partners. The chat screen, which shows all chats that you're a member of, and the conversation screen, which is an example of one of those chats opened. If you're bored or want to meet new faces, well, the Hub allows you to meet up with friends who share your interests or If you're down for some extra adventure, you can meet up with random people. My business model has three main revenue streams. The first one being mobile advertisements, where Google AdMob is going to be integrated to gain revenue from advertisements. Partners and sponsors, which are going to be gathered to provide support for the app and the community in exchange for directing traffic towards their businesses. And last but not the least, a premium membership, which comes at a low cost, allowing users to skip ads and gain premium offers from my partners. Well, I wanted to stay for longer, however, the time for the presentation is up. Oh. Seems like I have a hangout to go to. Catch up later. Bye.